Alright, so the radio overview. So, it looks like pretty much a generic WR120. You got your volume up, volume down, up, down, left, right. You got your menu, you got your select, you got your weather/snooze button. On the left side, you got nothing. On the right side, you got your weather radio on/off switch. On the back, you got your external antenna, cloning port, external alert, and your power jack. On the back, you got your two flaps, which one of them is missing, I know. And you got room for your 3 AA's right there. And you got your serial information. On the back, you also got your 2 mounting holes and your rubber feet. On the bottom, you got nothing. So why don't we get to the next feature, and that will be the button beeps and the siren test. So the button beeps. Here are the invalid button beeps. And here are your valid ones. And here are the valid. This is the valid button beep. You know how it's just one? Invalid is 2. Valid is just 1. I guess that's pretty much with most weather radios, that invalid is 2 beeps and valid is just 1 beep. So why don't we get to the next feature, and that will be the alert blocking, which this radio does not have alert blocking. This radio only allows you to disable required weekly tests. This radio only allows you to disable required weekly tests, which this is just the reason why but there's more to this radio than just only disabling required weekly tests. When we test the siren, it doesn't say testing like the EZ does. It doesn't say testing like the EZ does. And apparently when you hit the weather snooze button, it just makes a valid button beep. So yeah, pretty cool, I guess. Why don't we get into the next feature, and that'll be the reception.
Thunderstorms. Showers likely in the evening, then a chance of showers after midnight. In the lower 70s. Chance of showers and partly sunny with a chance of highs in the cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s.
KJY80.
Mostly sunny. 40%. Thursday.
I'm sure if we go over to my DXing area, I'm sure we could get KAC 65. But I really do not feel like going over there because I am literally tired as fuck right now. Literally have to edit these 2 episodes of radio reviews, which we filmed the 249 before this one, so yeah, go watch that after this one. So why don't we get into the next feature, and that'll be the speaker quality.
43, and no precipitation was reported during the past 24 hours. At Austin, this afternoon's high was 82.
Speaker quality is pretty good.
No precipitation was reported during the past 24 hours. At Red Wing, this afternoon's high was 79 and this morning's low was 50. At Rochester, this afternoon's high was 79, this morning's low was 42, and no precipitation was reported during the past 24 hours.
Speaker quality is pretty good, and notice another thing when we change the volume.
162.4.
It doesn't say saving like the EZ does. That is really cool.
The current time is 8:17 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Yeah, it does not say
At
saving.
the Rochester International Airport.
Notice the EZ does that. but this one doesn't. That is so cool. That means, like, it's less time to, like, when you change stuff, like the time, I'm sure it'll say saving. But it says saving, but it goes by a lot faster.
Temperature of 70 and...
So, anyways, this review was actually pretty quick because, like, most of the things that are covered about this radio can be found in the episode of the WR120 Easy, which is basically the newer version of this. I'm not sure there's anything else we gotta go over. Let me go ahead and put that to display because I do not want my radios going off as of the current moment right now. Because literally, like, you know, I don't really like to have my radios on when I'm not home. So anyways, why don't we get into the final thoughts? I'm sorry this review is actually pretty quick, but then again, I don't procrastinate like other people, like someone who we do not talk about when he did radio reviews. Yeah. So yeah. So the final thoughts on this radio. It's still a really great weather radio. You could still even buy these, but you probably will end up finding the newer model, which is the WR120 Easy, which you'll be finding the one with the new event codes, which will be reviewed in a later episode. This radio is overall pretty good. The same thing as the WR120, but just with slightly less features, and this radio does not allow you to, like, disable other warnings. So, say, like, you want to disable, let's just say, God forsake, you want to disable severe thunderstorm warning, you can't disable it on this. You can only disable the required weekly test. Overall, this radio is really good. The WR120s were, I believe, originally released in 2010, with them being replaced in 2012 with the WR120 EZ. This radio has it's pretty much identical. You have your weather radio on, off, and the antenna, the external antenna, cloning port, everything is pretty much the same thing. Nothing much has changed. Most of the things that were with this radio were most likely changed within the inside, not the outside. Anyways, y'all, that's a lot to say. So, I'm going to end this review off by saying, thanks for 1,000 followers on Instagram. I love y'all, and I'm in the review. Bye.